I did a video a couple of weeks ago around whether Dynamics 365 for Sales was suitable for small businesses, and I realized I missed quite an important point, which is around businesses that are small today but are set to scale rapidly. Now, the interesting things about those businesses is that while they're small, they can often do without sophisticated systems. It tends to be a small unit who are in constant contact with one another. Everybody's up to speed with what's happening. You can often get away with very basic spreadsheets or rudimentary CRM systems in those sort of situations. But the issues kick in as soon as you start to scale. The problem is as you scale, you increase your headcount. People come into the business, they haven't got that knowledge, and as more people there are, the less connected they are to that central font of knowledge, if you like. And then the problem is as you scale, as you grow, then operational inefficiencies creep in, and that sort of manifests itself in rising costs, in quality issues, and impacts customer satisfaction level. And then it gets exacerbated because in many cases people see the solution as recruiting more headcount in order to try and make those processes more efficient. The problem is, as you recruit more headcount, then your costs go up. And your costs go up disproportionately to your revenue, and that impacts your profitability. So it's not unusual for organizations that were highly profitable as a 5 to 10 person company to be much less profitable as a 100-person company. Now, the answer to this is to really sort of work out and define your business processes, your core business processes, and support them with robust technology. And the time to do that is before you start to scale. Because once you start to scale, you've got a lot of things on your plate, and implementing systems which can be very time consuming is probably one of those things you want to be doing. So it's worth getting the systems in place prior to that scaling part, and it takes a while to do that. It's going to take a while to get those built, take a while to refine and finesse them. The other thing you need to think about is choosing the right technology. And if you're going to scale quickly, you want flexible technology. So that really does point you at using technologies like Microsoft Dynamics 365 for Sales, or potentially other very flexible technologies like Salesforce. And that's important to have that flexibility, because as you grow, you need a platform that can quickly adapt to new and emerging needs. You don't want a platform that lacks flexibility, because you're going to end up at sort of functional dead ends. And the last thing you want to be doing in the middle of a sort of growth spurt is implementing a new CRM system. It also lets you sort of implement a wide range of operational processes, not just your core sales and marketing ones, but allows you to bring in all sorts of business processes into the same system. And the other thing is it's overlaid with the reporting and analytics that allow you to monitor those processes and make sure they're being performed in the way you want them to, and then be able to take action if they're not. So as I say, if you are a business that's about to scale, then you want to be implementing systems ahead of that scaling. You want to be using flexible systems that can adapt to future needs. If you have already started to grow and you haven't got those systems in place, it's probably better to put them in place alongside that growth than trying to recruit a lot of headcount just to try and make the processes work without the systems. Anyway, hopefully that explains how scaling can be the factor in your choice around which CRM system to use. This is one of a range of Dynamics 365 based videos we have on this channel. Please feel free to check out others in the channel. Also, you're going to suggested content ideas, or you need any help with Microsoft Dynamics, please see the links below. Anyway, thanks very much for your time today. Hopefully see you again soon.